Good morning, everybody, and to everybody, good morning. I got an opportunity this morning to get some rest and relaxation, and I'm serious. I am enjoying it. I love the water. I do. I won't be out here long, but while I'm here, I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. But I wanted to come on and I wanted to do what I do, especially with the greatest crew on earth, and that is you. So good morning, everybody. Can you say it back? Will you say it back? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I got my coffee. You see the message, don't you? I had a lady to tell me one time, she says, I love coffee time, but I hate, she said, I absolutely hate when you get on and you slurp that coffee. Jerry Brown, good morning to you. Chanel Wells Bracy, good morning to you. Chanel, I see the twins. Wow. It's amazing how time flies. LJ Jones, good morning. My big cuz is on, everybody. I need y'all to do me a favor. Will you all give it up for my big cuz? Her name is Abigail Dixon Zanders. Give it up for my cousin. Give it up for my cousin, everybody. Just say good morning, Abigail. Good morning, cuz. I want y'all to show my family some love, if you don't mind me imposing on you this morning. It'll just make me feel good. So good morning, Abigail. Michelle Byers, good morning. I am Delta, good morning. Let's see who else we have on this morning. Sharice Aiken White, good morning, Sharice. Janine Baker, good morning. Sunshine 1113, good morning. Shakaya, good to see you. I haven't seen you. I have missed you. Still praying for you and yours. Good morning to you. D. Henry, that's right. Tell your cousin good morning, D. My brother is on Jeffrey McIntyre. Good morning, bro. So this morning we're going to be talking about overlay. Okay. This morning we're going to be talking about sorry about that. Being the difference maker. I think that is important. Being the difference maker, being a person of value, bringing value. You know, I had the joy of this past Friday hosting we did a musical for my. He was just so many things to me. He was a big brother. He was a little brother. He was a nephew. In some regards, I was his leader, and it hadn't always been like that. The roles changed, but my friend, my brother, Toy Tawan Harris, went home to be with the Lord. He took his flight on last Saturday morning, and this past Friday we had a musical celebrating his life. I am of the belief that we don't sorrow as those who have no hope. My bro got his reward. I do believe to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. There are sad moments, but I choose not to rest on what's going to make me sad and cry, but I rejoice in the fact that I know where he is. So I hosted the concert, and we were just throwing out memories. Myself, Superintendent Johnson, Jackson, Davon, Chris Stafford, we're throwing out these memories that we had with Toy, we had of Toy. Cassandra Williams Davies, good to see you this morning. I tell you, people moved to Atlanta and forgot where they come from, but good to see you this morning. Michelle Buckley, good to see you. Yeah, it was indeed an amazing service and tribute. I wish we do more of these tributes to honor people while they are alive, because Toy didn't see anything that we did for him. But anyway, we were talking about who Toy was to us and the role that he played in our life. So it made me really think, what do you add to your life? What are you bringing to the table to those that are around you? I want to ask you a couple of questions. If you were absent, would you be missed? And answering these questions, believe it or not, puts you in a place or a position to either do more, make changes, or put yourself in a position where you're more effective. Myra, it was so good seeing you yesterday at Impact. I didn't get a chance to holler at you because I was in and out. You had a lot going on, but it was good seeing you. Michelle Buckley, who gave you, oh, you like the mug, Michelle? All is good talking, and she sees the mug. Okay. You know it's right, Michelle. Don't do that. So are you a difference maker? Are you a person who, if you're not there, something is missing? If you cannot answer yes, and it's a rhetorical question, then there are adjustments that you need to make in your life. One of the things that Toy made me reflect on, there's a scripture in the Bible. It says that it's better to be at a festival. No, it's better to be at a funeral than a festival of feasts. One translation say it's better to be at a funeral than a party. And what that scripture is really saying, it's talking about the only time we really take true assessment of our life is when we are viewing the dead. And you know, I made this assessment, hey, oh God, what are some things that I can do to change to be more like Toy? Toy was a giver. He never told anybody no. He was always there. He was going to make you laugh. Now I shared with everybody on Friday, his timing was off in a lot of areas. He could be aggravating, but that was his way of expressing his love to us. So I wrote some things down, and I want to kind of share it with you. When I'm in thought, I write. When I'm in thought, I talk. So I wrote some stuff down and I want to share it with you. Being vulnerable oftentimes opens up the door for unwanted, unsolicited judgment and criticism. As a result, many people are robbed of the opportunity to speak their heart and take the risk in love. You know, the reason a lot of people don't love more, don't do more, is they don't want to take the risk at being vulnerable, because when you are vulnerable and you open up, you leave yourself open and anything can happen and no one wants to be hurt. I went on to write, King David stated that the love that he had for Jonathan was greater than the love of a woman. This homophobic society in some regards limit our expression and love towards same-sex individual. I wrote this in the mind of thinking of Toy. I had the opportunity to sit down and he came to the coffee shop a day before he went home to be with the Lord. Came to the coffee shop, had an opportunity to talk to him, and talked about a lot of stuff. But I'm thinking about the love that I had for Toy as a brother. And David said this of Jonathan. David said that the love that he had for Jonathan was greater than that the love of a woman. Now, this love that he's expressing is filial. That's where we get Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. It literally means it's the love that we have for our neighbor, the love that you have for a sister, the love that you have for a brother. There's not eros. Eros is the love that you have for a mate. And this homophobic society keeps us, in some regards, from extending love that we have for each other. And we create these limits and these walls because of where society is. And I challenge you this morning in being the difference maker to allow the love that you give to stretch across the aisles of gender, and allow that love to be experienced by those that you interact with on the day-to-day basis, and not just secluded to those who are in your immediate family. When you go to the store, when you go to the grocery store, or the department store, there's a level of love that you're supposed to give humanity just because your DNA is love. You were created to love. You were created from love. You are love. God is love. Love is God. If God is love and he's our Father, then love is in our DNA. And I challenge you to spread that love throughout humanity, even to the people who have nothing to offer you. It's not only going to make them feel good, but you're going to be blessed, and it's going to cause you to feel even better just releasing love. I challenge you to lay aside petty arguments, petty disagreements, things that hinder you from loving. I challenge you to bring those things to an end. Try and draw some conclusion. Some people, you just have to keep them at a certain length. You cannot, I'm not saying let them back into your inner court, especially people who've abused your presence. You may have to keep them far, but not too far where they cannot experience the love that you're supposed to give them, but not too close where they can hurt you because you love. It's a healthy balance. So as I continue to write, I said King David's expression of love here should be defined as filial. His statement should be interpreted as his love for Jonathan was greater than the bond of marriage. That's what David was talking about. He says the love that I have for Jonathan is greater than the love of a woman, not the love for a woman. That's often misinterpreted, as many scriptures are. He's not saying I love Jonathan more than I love women. We know that's not true with King David. King David loved women so much They didn't know if he was alive or dead. And the Bible says that they sent for a young damsel. And they told her to get into bed with the king. And when he didn't strike, you know what strike is, don't you? When David didn't reach out and touch. When David didn't put his bone on her, they said the king is surely dead. So he was not saying, yeah, I said bone. He was not saying that the love that he had for Jonathan was greater than the love that he has for women. He was saying the love that he had with Jonathan was greater than the love of a woman. And he's talking about the bond of relationships, the bond of marriage, the love that a woman has for her spouse. And the reason he used a woman is there's a tendency for women to love harder than men. And that's what David was talking about. So I challenge you to love at that level. I continue to write, and I wrote, as I reflect on the life of my friend and brother Tor Harris, I'm challenged deeply to become what he was to many. I'm challenged to be the difference maker. I think that your presence should be so significant that if you are not there, something is missing. I believe that your presence is supposed to be of such high, great value that if you're not on the scene, everybody should be saying, well, where's Terry? Where's Terrence? Where's Pickett? I got a couple of another name, but that's for my family only. Where is he? And that's because you've taken the time to impact the lives of those that are around you. And if it's at work, you know the job extremely well, and you work it so well that if you're not there to put your touches on it, your presence is missed to there should be some level of confusion and uneasiness if your presence is not there. That's work, that's church, that's home. You don't want to be the type of person that when you're not home, everybody is glad. My little cousin is on, Felicia Lauderdale, good morning. Stephanie Clark, good morning to you. Cassandra Williams Davis, yeah, you are family. You're not missed, though. We miss Melvin and them kids, but we kind of applauded that you left. I'm just kidding. You're definitely missed, you and Melvin both. So you want to add such value that if you are not there, there's some level of uneasiness to the point that there is no complete satisfaction until you've rendered your presence once again. And I think that this is important because so many people live and they have no value on their life. Yolanda, my life just fine. Scott, good morning, Yolanda. Y'all give it up for Yolanda, everybody. Yeah. Give it up. Good to see you, Yolanda. So it's funny that Yolanda is on. I'm going to say this about her. For those of you that need car loans, you need house loans, you need credit cards personally or for your business, the ViStar on Normandy is where Yolanda works. She runs that branch. And you know, every time I go into that ViStar, the first person that I ask for, believe it or not, I always, is Yolanda here? That's what you're talking about. Difference maker. That's what I'm talking about. When you walk into certain environments, there are certain people you expect to see. There are certain people that if they're there, you just feel better. You just feel safe. It's kind of like what a man is supposed to be in his house. You're not supposed to feel more safe if he's not there. You feel safe because of the barriers of protection that he is planted for you. but you feel more safe when he's there. His presence makes a difference. And that's what we're talking about this morning. Be the difference maker. Add value. How do you add value to where you are? Well, the first thing that you need to do in order to add value is that you need to be skillful in your skill. It's nothing worse than someone that comes to work, eat up the clock, and don't know what they're doing. The only thing worse than that is somebody that gets promoted because they know somebody, but they don't know their job. So what's going to make you a person of value is be skillful. Know your craft. Pickett, you talking good. I thought I was. They ain't saying nothing, but I thought I was. You know, the coffee shop, when I'm not there, everybody talks about me when I'm not there. It's not just because I know my craft, which I know it very well. There's nobody at that shop that knows more than me, and there's nobody at that shop that can do it better than me. Facts. But it's also, because I'm talking about becoming a person of value, being the difference maker, it's knowing your skill, which requires you to read. It requires you to study. It requires you to practice. It requires you to be on the scene. It requires you to be creative. It's going to require your presence. You're going to have to work at it in order to become skillful at it. Now, here's the second thing. Have such a winning personality, such a loving, cheerful personality, that even if you didn't know your craft, people would still want you there. You know, it's people. It's people. I'm just being honest. I don't want to be around them. They're so negative. They're so pessimistic. They're not optimistic at all. They don't see the glass half full. They're always whining and complaining. They don't know their craft. You got people in leadership, people in management who put their work on others because they don't know their skill and they have a poor, pissy attitude. I said it, poor and pissy. Your attitude is foul. You stink. Your attitude smells like a portalette. You can make a difference in your skill, and you can make a difference in your personality. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be loud telling jokes. Smile. Some of you are too beautiful not to smile. You look better when you smile. Have just a peaceful spirit. There are some people that I like being around. They don't talk, but there's this calm that they have. Whatever your gift is, maybe you can make people laugh. Maybe you can't. Some of you're not blessed to make people laugh, and you need to stop trying. It's not working. Yeah. It's not. You know, people try and tell me jokes all the time, and I'm like, hey, that's not your lane. It's not your lane. You gotta be, you gotta be who you were created to be. My brother is on Maurice Henderson. Y'all give it up. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my bro. So you got to be who you are. You got to be. I'm gonna use Maurice Mo Henderson for a second as we grew up together, right? So I've been a clown my whole life, right? I clown. Maurice is gonna laugh. He never tried to be me, and I never tried to be him. Maurice is real reserved. He's cool. He's calm, collective. Maurice be on 100% chill all the time. And he's been like that our entire life. Well, I tried to be like him. There are parts of him that I love his chill, even if he's upset. His chill is on fleek. You hear what I say? And it doesn't mean that you can't learn, but nobody can occupy the space of life that you've been given but you. And you got to be you. I don't know why God did it, but he did. God chose me to preach, right? Well, one of my problems and one of the reasons I rejected preaching is because for a long time I felt as if in order to be accepted, I had to be the type of preacher that I saw. They always serious, just alligator shoes, lizards, and that ain't my style. I don't have nothing against it. Do you? You won't see me with no. I want to rock my J's. I want to rock my Chucks. I love Adidas. I want to rock them. If I choose to put on a suit, I want to wear my J's with them. You know what I'm saying? You have to be you. People used to say all the time, boy, you need to stop playing all the time. And they didn't know. I believe I'm a gift. I'm a gift to make y'all laugh. And the reason I'm called to make you laugh, because some of you have a lack of joy in your life. Vernell Razor, good morning. Sammy Kenyatta, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Time. So glad that you all are here. So there is a benefit in being you. People should love to be around you. There are times when my friends and family, they want me to leave and go somewhere and sit down, especially when I go overboard. I may get on their nerves, but if I'm not at the party, trust me, I'm missed. I am, because I'm me. On Friday night, when we were celebrating Toys Life, I told a few jokes. I had people laughing. Guy got up and he sung a song about I need a hug. That song has forever stained my memory. I need a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug from you, Jesus. This is what the dude sung in church. And I was presiding. I was the moderator. I think they had the wrong one. But he just bust out with, I need a hug. I need a hug. I need a hug from you, Jesus. And I'm like, okay. Well, I was told not to play in the pulpit. And for some people, it doesn't work. But it works for me. And I still know Bible. You have to be you. Whoever you were created to be, you've got to be the best you possible. But it should be a joy having you around. Now, I'm going to tell you this too. Now, I make people look at the hard issue too. I do. I'm going to make you look at the thing that you want to ignore. I'm going to probably say the thing that you're thinking. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. Well, you got to know that you're not called to everybody and you're not everybody's cup of tea. You got to be okay with that. I'm going to give you something else. How someone feels about you, because we're talking about being the difference maker. We're talking about being people of value. How someone feels about you or what they feel about you. You got to know that ain't none of your business. Stop trying to chase down rumors and reports on what people feel and say about you. Now, if you're doing it from the standpoint of becoming better, you do need to know, because you can't be the barometer of your own improvement. But some of us live off of the opinion of people, popular opinion, and that's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. It's not. Continue to get better. Continue to make improvements. But don't allow your lifeline to be connected to others' opinion. People have a right to think what they want, and your opinion of me is none of my business unless you're trying to help make me better. So let's go over what we've talked about so far this morning. In order to be a person of value, you've got to be skillful at your skill. Know how to do what you do, okay? Make it that nobody else can do what you do the way you do it, to the point that you're able to monetize your skill to such high level that you can walk into a room and demand your pay. I don't care if it was the household of faith or corporate. I reached a point in my career where you had to pay me what I wanted. That point is still here. No matter what I'm doing, you got to pay me what I wanted. I'm not afraid. Listen to this, people. I'm not afraid to walk away from a deal. I'm not. I've reached a point in my life where you can't really give me opportunity because I've learned how to seize the moment and create my own. There are 3 talk shows. I have the contracts on my desk right now where they want me to be the personality. Now, one of them I took. And listen to this. I took the contract, took the deal, but I was able to go in the negotiating room. It wasn't my show. But this is what I told them. If you want me to be a part, there's a certain amount you've got to pay me, and there's a certain level of ownership that I need of your show. Listen, when you are a person of value, you put the time in, and you're not downtrodden or disheartened when opportunity pass. If an opportunity passed me by that I really wanted, I'm going to do everything within my power to create a stage for me to seize that opportunity. You don't get me. You don't get to choose what you pay me. I make that choice. And I'm fine because everybody doesn't want to pay my dime. They don't want to pay me what I'm fine. I don't have to be there. I've got my hands in enough because I've worked and I've done it organically. I took the long route. Nobody put me on. Everything that I have, I built by the grace of God. Nobody did me no favors. Nobody made it easy. God granted me a favor. I had to study. I had to get knowledge. I had to seek wisdom. I put the work in. And that's in corporate, and it's in the household of faith. Word. And I'm telling you the truth. There are 3 churches that I work for, and they didn't tell me what they were going to pay me. I told them what they were going to pay me. They'll throw a number out. I'm like, no, I'm not working for that. There are opportunities I turned down because the money wasn't where it needed to be. Listen, if I wanted to go back to radio in Jacksonville today, I could. But I've worked hard enough. I built my own. You got to pay me what I want. And I've got deals on the table now to do radio. They don't want to pay. And for me, I'm not looking for opportunity. I can come on this right here anytime I want to. I don't have to break for commercial. I can say what I want to say. I can start and complete my thought. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I make the decisions. I determine the topics. I don't have to deal with the politics. I don't have to do all that. I like what I do here. If you want me, you're going to have to pay me. That's called a person of value. You don't determine what I make. I had there's a church. I hate to do you like this. Y'all know I call names. I call names because one of the reasons I call names, I think is the right thing to do. The second reason I call names, you ain't gonna never say he making that stuff up. No. My nephew JT, he called me 2 weeks ago. Hey, Unc, there's a church, lady's having a program, and she wants you to lead worship. First thing what's your budget? What's your budget? And let me help you. You save folk out who believe that we shouldn't charge. It ain't none of your business. I wasn't finished, and this thing kicked me off. I wasn't finished, and it kicked me off. So I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna leave on my time. I wasn't finished, and it kicked me off. But anyway, her budget wasn't where it needed to be, and before I could even tell him a price, I said, "What's the budget?" He said, "Well, they're paying people, I think it was $175." And I said, "Oh yeah." Now this is what JT said to me. He said, "But I wouldn't insult you like that." Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm not leaving my house for no $175. Now, if the Lord touch my heart and tell me to do it free, I will. It's not all about the money. It's about you respecting my time. But it's also because I've created value. You got to know your craft. I'm good at what I do. Boom, shaka, laka, laka. I'm good at what I do. So if you're going to become a person of value, you need to know your skill. You need to be good at what you do. You need to be a person of likability. People should like you. I don't care how gifted you are and what you know. You shouldn't be hated because of your haughtiness or your arrogance, your ego, or because you think you've arrived. People shouldn't hate you because you're negative. You need to be a person of value and a person that people like. I'm not talking about trying to please everybody, trying to make everybody like you. No, you need to have a likable presence. When you walk in the room, people ought to smile that you're there. One day I'm going to talk about presence because I think some of us, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And I really believe what you think and what you feel about you, there's a certain aura that you carry as a result of that. I like me. And I do apologize if I'm talking too much about me, but I'm trying to make certain points. I like me. So because I like me, when I enter into a room, there's a level of comfort that I have with myself. There's a level of assurance that I have with myself. And when I walk in, I am not seeking your approval. I'm not. But I'm not arrogantly dismissing your presence either. I treat ordinary people like they stars, and I treat stars like they ordinary people. I go out of my way to speak to people. I like people. When I get tired of people, I go home to reset and recharge, refuel. So there are things, Shaquita Buckles, good morning. There are things that we can do to create value for ourselves. When you create value and you are the difference maker, you can monetize that. You can tell them what they're going to pay you and not feel bad. Been a long time since somebody done told me what they're going to pay me. You don't tell me what you're going to pay me. Not unless is within what I want. And I'm telling you, if you bring value and you are the difference maker, you can monetize it. I don't care where I am. I don't care who I'm standing with and what I'm involved in. I guarantee you, talk to them. They'll tell you, no, Pickett's a difference maker. I am a difference maker. No, he definitely adds value. When he's not here, we do missing. Whether it's my jokes, whether it's my skill, whether it's both, you gonna miss me. When I leave this world, I'm gonna leave a hole in the earth that nobody will be able to fill but the memories that I've given you. That is called being a person of value, bringing value to the table, and being the difference maker. That's what you got to be. You have any questions this morning in regards to that? Anything? Yeah. I've got two more things I want to say, and I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go enjoy some of this water back here. Well, if you got something, you want to say it to me. I've got a couple of announcements that I want to hit you with real quick, if you don't mind. Ladies, do not forget, it's the 5th annual Beauty and the Beat Transform Her Women's Empowerment Brunch. Saturday, July the 30th from 12 to 4 p.m. VIP admission is at 11. It's going to be at the Grand Rose Ballroom, which is 9222 Arlington Expressway, Jacksonville, Florida, 32225. You're going to have guests such as Leandria Johnson, Don Lopez, and, of course, the founder of this great event, Miss Raquel Hill. You can get tickets at beautyandthebeat2022.eventbrite.com. Also, I'm going to be giving away tickets on this show this week. Miss Raquel gave me 2 tickets to pass out to our listeners. You're also going to have Marcia Nurse, Katie McKnight, Camilla Nesbitt, and Tamara Sori. They're going to be guests there as well. You do not want to miss this event. Don't forget also, we have an election coming up. The election is August 8th. You need to early vote. August 8th, early voting starts. Do not wait till August 23rd to vote. Vote early. If you vote early, you can do it from any precinct. If you wait till August 23rd, you have to go to your precinct. If you go to any others, they'll allow you to vote, but it's not going to count. And that's something they're not trying to tell you. So you want to do it early. You want to do it August 8th. You want to vote Ken Jefferson for sheriff. We need someone who understands us, someone who will sit where we've sat. We need somebody who has experience in leadership, someone that is seasoned, someone that knows this community inside out and can cross cultural lines. Someone that has an agenda, someone that believes in safety, equal access to housing, fairness, and justice. That's how he's running his campaign. I know this man, and I'm telling you, this is who we need to vote for. Let me help y'all out. Stay away from TK Waters. Stay away from him. He's dangerous. He's got DeSantis approval, and DeSantis endorsed him. Mike Williams, who basically evaded office. Mike say, you know what, it's dangerous in Jacksonville. I'm moving. So he moved to a whole nother county and aborted the charter rules. He didn't even care. Then he turned around and quit. What you need to do, or retired, what you need to do is, for the last year that you've been living in St. Johns County, is you need to pay us taxpayers our money back. How about that? Stay away from TK. Ken Jefferson is our guy. I'm going to say that again. Ken Jefferson is our guy. So when you hit the polls August 8th, Ken Jefferson is our guy. All right, I've got a couple more announcements I want to hit you with. Don't forget Encounter Church. Lord have mercy. We are launching July 17th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Someone asked me this past weekend, they said, where's the church? We're coming to visit. Well, we haven't launched yet, but we are. Our church is located 600 King Street, Jacksonville, Florida, 32202. God has been so gracious and kind that he's extended a whole level of favor. We're able to share share buildings. We're sharing a building with another fellowship. Our service starts from 1 to 2. Somebody told me, you're not going to be able to get a lot done. Yes, we will, because we ain't doing all that talking. We ain't doing all them announcements and all that unnecessary stuff. We've taken that out, condensed the service. Praise and worship, preaching and teaching of the word, altar call. We're going to love each other and go home. So July 17th, Sunday, July 17th from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. I want to see your face in the place. It's a new church in this city, Encounter Church. We have been challenged to make some changes in our community and communicate the heart of God to those that love him. Our motto is love without religion. So we ain't doing all them long robes and crosses and old necks and clergy collars. And some traditions of the church are good. We just not doing it. You can come with whatever you want to wear. I don't care what it is. You can wear hats if you want to, fellas. It doesn't matter to me. Just be in the place. Love without religion, one encounter with God changes everything. Hey, I've enjoyed you all as I normally do. Remember, you were born to win, predestined to succeed. There's nothing that can happen to you today that the wisdom on the inside of you is not able to handle. You've got to calm down, slow down. Shh. Be quiet, use emotional intelligence, and let wisdom speak. When wisdom speaks, you will always win. You remember to think higher, speak life. I'm going to end today a little different. There's a song that I just want to remind you of. If I could do that. Can I do that? I love this song. Y'all check it out. We'll be back.
Put your hands together. Hallelujah. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases. People are slipping away. Economy is down. People can't get enough pay. But as for me, all I can say is thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now folks without homes are in the street, and the drug habits, some say they just can't eat. Muggers and robbers, no place seems to be safe. But you've been my protection every step of the way. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Hey, it could have been me. Thank you. Outdoors. Thank you. We know food.
Coffee time, coffee time. Yeah, this ain't your average cup of joe. Listen, I need it in the morning, I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing, he always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right, the coffee's right in my life. It's never a wrong time over crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on. Coffee time in my life. Coffee time. Feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you stir it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.